Broke.as.node.
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 No.
Broke.as.node.
Oh, Broke.as.node.
Broke.as.node.
Yeah. Broke.as.node.
Yeah! Bam!
Hello.
Broke.as.node is back from outer space. Yep, we're back. First podcast of 2017. We're really late, and it's all Sam's fault.
That's so rude. This is not all my fault.
She broke our mic. She was in the living room, walking around with a vase full of what was it? Troy's like Mountain Dew, and she tripped and fell, and it hit the mic. $500 mic ruins in an instant.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yep.
Word for word.
So we had to do a lot of insurance claims, find the loopholes, do everything we could. We ended up having
obviously sue Mountain Dew.
Right. That was a big part of it.
Because Mountain Dew should be electrical resistant.
Yes.
I mean, for everything they put in it, yeah, I guess.
They need to start adding chemicals that make it electrically resistant. Because how else are you going to drink Mountain Dew in a thunderstorm?
Yeah.
You tell me, Mountain Dew. And that was our point, and that was our main point.
Yep, well, welcome back to the wonderful world of weird.
Is that weird? It's just a day in the life. But we're back, and we're ready to talk about... Well, we've been gone for so long, so we don't know exactly what to talk about. So this isn't just going to be like
it's just
one
like
or
a
two things. This is going to be a lot of things, which we might do more of these and just see where they take us.
Mishmash.
But in the break, because it's been almost 2 months since we've recorded one.
We've been busy.
Yeah. In the break, we have watched... A lot's happened, but I guess the biggest thing that's happened, and we can start with this, it's a good one to start with, is Rogue One.
Hey!
So
Rogue One.
we all saw that premiere night, and it was...
one of the best war films I ever saw.
All right.
I'm just putting it out there. All right. Okay.
So you're saying better than Saving Private Ryan, bruh. Come on. There's no Tom Hanks.
That's true.
There's no Matt Damon.
I said
movie, right?
It's one of the best. I
exactly.
didn't say it was the best, but to me, war dramatic wise, it was really good.
Well, you know, it was supposed to be much darker, and it was supposed to be more of a war movie than it even was.
But doesn't Disney own Star Wars?
So Disney, they filmed it, and they had to refilm some scenes, because Disney was basically like, no.
Even though
no.
Disney's getting dark these days, and we'll talk about that later. But
We'll talk about it. We'll come up on that soon. But I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. I did have an IBS attack about an hour in and missed about 20 minutes of the movie. That wasn't fun. But other than that, I enjoyed the movie. It's a good Star Wars film. However, y'all know where I stand on this.
yeah.
It's not better than The Force Awakens. That's crazy. And it's certainly not better than Empire. And it is certainly not better than Jedi. And I'm tired of hearing these people. I don't know if they're trolls. I don't know if every single one of them is a troll. But I see it. It's starting to die out now. But at least for the first month, I would see someone about, once or twice, maybe 3 times a week, just saying, yeah, Rogue One was so good. Better than Empire. I'm like, go home, you're drunk. That's crazy. You shouldn't Facebook and drink. Or smoke crack. Like, that's insane. I mean, y'all agree, right?
The trouble is, people are now rating stuff based on graphic output and stuff, and I think people are getting off-put by the old movies because they're dated a bit.
But, they're still so good.
Yeah.
And when you look at, to me, a big part of what makes a movie good is, because to me, you can't judge it by the special effects, because otherwise, every new movie is going to be the best movie. And that's just not a good way to look. And the music's the same way. Any type of art, you can't judge it by that. You have to judge it by how good was it. If you want to judge it by graphics, that's fine. How good was it for its time? Star Wars was one of the best. It changed things. It changed things how they shot special effects and stuff. Okay? How good was it first time with special effects? And what impact did it have on society? And Star Wars completely changed the sci-fi game.
Yeah.
It totally changed it, okay? And nothing can compare. Like, Star Trek was good, but it was all, you could tell, it was on one set. You right there?
Yeah.
You checking your pulse?
No,
You're
you're going off on a tangent like
but,
you tend to do.
And
this is important. This is a point I have to make. This is my one point, and y'all can talk about it.
And since George Lucas usually waited until the next ones to make because he was waiting for technology to get up, generations grew into this. Like now, we probably got like third or fourth generation Star Wars fans.
There's some fourth generational people out there now. Some kids, like definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm a third generation myself. You know, I mean, so you're exactly right. But you know, like I was saying, like Star Trek and stuff had sci-fi, but it was all like on a set. It was very like small. Like Star Wars just opened up what sci-fi movies could do. To me, like you're not all of a sudden you're on different planets, you're in a different ship, and you have all the lore behind it, which is amazing too. But that's my point, and I'm done. Now y'all can talk about Rogue One. I'm done.
I mean, as someone who's, I guess, new to the Star Wars fandom, because my first real Star Wars movie was The Force Awakens, basically. So I'm kind of in this like newer generation with all the newer movies coming out. I still think Force Awakens was better than Rogue One. I didn't know going into Rogue One that everyone you get attached to is gonna die.
Yeah, spoilers.
I didn't know that.
That's the thing. You gotta know the old movies before you see this.
Okay, to be fair though,
you still haven't watched 4.
I haven't seen them all, and I didn't see them in any sort of good order.
True. 4 is the only one you haven't seen at this point.
And I also didn't see half of them sober.
So
Disclaimer
she didn't see 4.
She hasn't seen 4.
The one that she needed to
The one
see
she
for
needed
this.
to see.
I haven't seen
Because
well, you've seen the first half of 4.
I have.
Because for all of you that haven't seen Rogue One yet and are happening to be listening, you gotta watch episode 4 because they mention the people that are in Rogue One.
Yeah, they mentioned that they're all gonna die. If you didn't.
Okay,
know that.
I didn't know that though, so I spent like 2.5 hours getting attached to some of these characters and then just watching it all explode in my face.
Never again.
And that's why it made such a good military dramatic film.
Yeah.
True.
These teams sacrifice their lives,
Right.
and whole squadrons of rebels sacrifice their lives to bring the plans of the Death Star
Absolutely.
to the Rebel Alliance.
And they plugged up their biggest plot hole. Which is
Yeah.
how did just one kid destroy a whole Death Star on a fluke? Why would
And
they
I
just
mean,
leave one little spot?
And
open?
that was freaking
They plugged that
genius
up.
how
Yeah.
they plugged that up.
They did. That was very smart writing.
I also love the fact that they brought in another female lead.
Who did a great job.
She did.
Yeah.
What's her name? Alex something or another.
I don't know, but she did a
I think
really
that's her
good
name.
job.
I just
the girl
know
who played Jen
her.
Erso.
Yeah, Jen Erso.
Generous.
Or was her name Felicity?
Felicity Smoke.
No.
Felicity.
I think it's Felicity Jones.
So where do you put it though, Troy? Like, what do you
God.
what is it better than, and what do you think is better than it as far as Star Wars movies go? I really asked you.
It is so damn hard for me to rate Star Wars movies.
Felicity Jones, I was right.
God, it is really hard for me to rate.
Well, what's your favorite? The cat's asleep.
On her back,
Oh, she's out
balls in the
of it.
air.
Wish we had.
But
I mean, what's your favorite Star Wars movie?
I guess right now, maybe Force Awakens.
That's your favorite Star Wars movie?
Maybe. I'm telling
Jared's
you,
that
it's freaking hard.
It's just too hard.
I
for
can
you.
really just like rate all of Star Wars as one. That's basically how I am. I can't individualize the films because all these films are really like continuing the story. Except for Rogue One, obviously, but well, in a way it is. But I mean, it's really hard for me to rate these films individually.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So you think it's better than Force Awakens? Or no, you think Force Awakens is better?
I think
we all agree that Force Awakens is better.
I think so, and I don't think it's just because Rogue One's a standalone movie. I think the plot is developed a little bit better, and now I know there wasn't that much to go with if you're talking like plot-wise
You
with
think
Rogue
Rogue
One.
One has a better plot?
No, I'm saying Force Awakens does.
Okay, I was about to say.
And so, like,
So
yeah, there's like a lot more action in Rogue One than Force Awakens. I'd like to think like military stuff, but I think that covers up a lot of the fact that there's a lot of plot holes. You go in like, or at least okay. So say you're B, okay, who doesn't know anything that's going on whatsoever, it's incredibly hard to follow.
You gotta
versus
know,
Force Awakens, where it's really easy to follow.
I mean, it should have had a disclaimer at the beginning of the movie. Oh, by the way, you should be a Star Wars fan.
Probably be a big Star Wars fan.
They should have put that in the trailers. It's like, by the way, be a Star Wars fan before you watch this. But I will say it did have the best space battle so far.
Yeah, I mean, I can agree with that. That space battle was awesome.
That is the thing that Rogue One trumps over all the movies so far.
And I love how it looked like they still shot it in a similar style as the originals. Like, you see the flashes to the cabins of the X-Wings, like when they're all fighting together.
Yeah, they actually took
like,
the old footage. I thought that was freaking awesome.
Well, I don't know if they took old footage.
No, it was
really?
actual old footage. You could tell by the background, the space background.
I don't know.
And it was the actual old actors. And they even pulled out some lines that they had recorded from back in that day. You could, like, tell. Because they were saying the lines that you heard in, like, episode 4. And then they said more stuff.
I just thought they made it look like it was.
No, it was actual old footage.
I've only seen it once. You've seen it twice. Right?
I looked deeply the second time, and I saw a lot of the Easter eggs.
Yeah, there's
and
so
how
many.
they implemented them.
It
was amazing.
You're gonna keep finding them. Like, they stocked that movie full of Easter eggs. It's like full to the brim. What are you researching?
I was making sure. Her name actually is Felicity Jones, so her name was not Alex. I don't know where I got that from, but I'm really proud of myself that it came out of nowhere.
Felicity Jones, you did a great job.
As Jyn Erso. Unfortunately, your time in the Star Wars universe is over.
Yeah, I don't see them doing much more with her.
Which
they
makes
could
me
do
so
like
sad.
another movie, but I doubt it. Like,
I feel like that would just be a
it would
stretch.
have to be a prequel, and that would just be weird.
Yeah, a prequel to a standalone.
Yeah, that'd be kind of strange.
I'm just
it's not unheard of.
upset, not that Jyn Erso's dead, but that like K2 isn't.
Well,
I love droids.
Well,
it's a thing.
they probably pretty much knew they were in this for one movie.
Yeah.
But they're like, we want to be part of it.
Yeah.
And we want that big check.
Yeah, who would say no to Star Wars?
That's true. I'm just really upset about K2. I'm upset about it.
It was sad. Sad for all
I
of us.
love my droids.
You do. Who's your favorite droid?
BB-8. But
BB-8.
it's like... I'm going to get reamed by everyone who's saying R2.
Yeah, you are.
But it's because... For me, again, Force Awakens was like my first Star Wars experience versus like everybody else. I saw it way, way later in life.
Yeah, you're a first generation Star Wars fan.
I am.
Because your parents aren't really into it.
No, they're not really into it.
Like
so
dad.
BB-8 is like my fave, although it's very, very, it's like neck and neck. It's like, here's BB-8 at like 100%, here's R2 at like 99. And then closely followed up by K2, because I really love the sassiness. I'm just not a huge fan of C-3PO, even though he wears a crop top the whole time, and I appreciate that.
You learn to appreciate C-3PO.
I know, but out of all the
fills
droids,
his role well.
There's only 4 droids, so I'm sorry, but he's in 4th place.
Like big ones. There's tons of droids.
Okay, well, you know what I mean.
Ones that get main parts. Yeah, I feel you. You think we'll get one in the Han Solo movie? Like a...
I hope so.
A droid, like, you know, a new droid?
No, but we're going to find out more about Chewie, though.
Definitely.
That'll be cool.
Gonna be some, I'm guessing it's going to be about them meeting each other, potentially.
I hope so.
That'd be really cool.
It might be about the time when Han Solo deflects from the Imperial Army, meets up with Chewbacca, and becomes a smuggler.
I mean, I would imagine that's what the movie's going to be about.
Yeah.
You know? But we'll see.
That would be cool.
Babe, look up who they've confirmed for that role.
Han Solo.
If you don't know, this year, 2017, the Star Wars movie is going to be Episode 8. But next year, we're getting a Star Wars movie every year for the next 3, potentially 4 years.
Probably for the next ever until Disney's finally run this into the ground.
I don't know. They haven't talked about plans after 9, but I assume they'll probably do another spin-off. And
okay,
I'm hoping
it's
it's over
some dude named Alden Ehrenreich.
Okay.
I can't pronounce that. But this dude...
He's goofy looking.
Let me see.
He's not even...
He's not Han Solo.
It's some dude...
He better be a good actor.
Who's decently attractive.
Let me see.
But he is not Harrison Ford in his prime attractive. Okay? Because I love me some Harrison Ford, like...
But okay, let's give him a chance, though. You know, the main thing is the attitude. The looks are secondary.
Okay, but my thing is, I feel like they have so much money, right? They have all the resources. They could have cast somebody who at least remotely looks like him, or put some effort into some special effects or some makeup or something.
I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. I'll give him a chance. I'll give anyone a chance. I don't know him. I have to see his other work before I really judge him.
They could have
I do agree. His look is not very.
Like, it's not even close.
Not very good.
They could have got somebody with the face structure remarkably close to Harrison Ford, because they did pretty damn well with the CGI on Tarkin and Princess Leia. And
yeah, people are complaining about that, man. People
don't complain about this. He looks nothing like him.
But people are complaining the fact that the CGI faces, they're like, that's silly. But I'm like, that's the future. Get used to it. You're going to see a lot more CGI people in the future. That's guaranteed.
I mean, if you want to see
that's what I know him from.
What?
That terrible 2013 movie, Beautiful Creatures. He was the main dude in that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that guy.
Wait, how do you know that movie?
I've seen that movie.
It's terrible, right?
It was better than I thought it was. And I did actually like him in it. But I don't know about him as Han Solo. Ugh.
I mean, I'm up on IMDb right now.
The kid who did, what's it called? The kid who did that movie about, it's like The Kingsman. It's like it was James Bond. He was up for it. I would have been way cooler with him.
I would have been too.
He was pretty good.
Even though he looks like my ex-boyfriend a little bit.
That's a little weird. But, what are you going to do? But I liked him. Did you like Kingsman?
I kind of fell asleep halfway through. Actually, I fell asleep through most of it. I got to the part where he got in the fight with the bar, and then when I woke up, he was in that same fight after he became a Kingsman. I'm like, what just happened?
It's good though. You should watch it. You'd like it. It's clearly a satire, kind of like James Bond satire, but they give good nods to it and stuff too. Like it's similar to stuff. All right. Well, moving along to movies.
Heyo.
We're going to talk a little bit more about movies. We want to do Moana.
Yeah.
Joel, you haven't seen Moana yet, have you?
No.
It's cute. It's a Disney movie. I'm just most excited about the fact that they're bringing in more, I guess, I know she's not really a princess. She's more of a tribal leader, if we're talking about that. But they're bringing in, quote-unquote, more princesses of color. It's about time. Yeah.
Or doing more movies about other cultures.
Yeah, it does. It has a lot of nods to actual Polynesian culture, and one of my favorite parts about the movie is it showed somebody being tattooed, and that that I think they probably derived, and again, disclaimers, I'm not a huge knowledge about any of this, from the Maori culture, the Polynesian people, and it showed them getting tattooed, and I think that's really cool of Disney because they have had a history of the past of anybody who is either dark or different or has tattoos or any scars or disfigurement. It's big on that person being the bad person, but it shows that everyone has it, even her grandma. Yeah. Which I thought that was probably my favorite part of the movie. Is that they showed that and they showcased the culture in a very nice way. And they actually cast Polynesian and Native Hawaiian people as the people. So. And
The Rock.
Yeah.
Who did a good job.
Yep.
We got to hear The Rock sing. My biggest problem with it was the musical. I just hate musicals.
It's a lot of music.
And it doesn't fit, really.
It doesn't.
The movie did not need to be a musical.
It comes out of nowhere sometimes. Okay, I appreciate her singing on the boat, right? That's great. But it happens a lot. Yeah. It's sad moment.
Sad
the line meets the sky to see it calls me. And it goes on for 5 minutes. Yeah. You're just sitting there being all right.
I get to watch 8 music videos.
I liked how they named the pig Pua, which my dad told me means pork. Nice. So that's funny. Although, in the commercials and stuff that I'd seen, it seemed like the pig was going to be a lot more part of it, but the chicken.
It was mainly the chicken. What was the chicken's name?
Hey, which I think means chicken. I'm not totally sure. Also played by Alan Tudyk.
I don't know.
The guy who plays K2SO played the chicken.
And he plays Pirate
Steve in Dodgeball. He's been in everything. He's awesome. War in A Knight's Tale. I love him so much.
He's a cool guy. He does a lot of voice acting.
But Moana, really good.
I thought the animation was superb.
Yes, so they're doing really well, and they gave Moana a very realistic body type, which I was very happy about. It showcased a lot of different body types too. Yeah, because most of the time, even with with the new age of that animation, if you go and see Tangled, aka Rapunzel, her waist is still this big, whereas Moana, she looked like she was built and worked hard.
Yeah.
On the scene of sand, and the feet and stuff were different.
Strong. She was a strong character too.
And
like, physically.
Maui, the person that The Rock played, like the way he was designed was really cool, and half of it was based on his grandfather.
Really?
Yeah. No, where you see comparison pictures, it looks very cool. Similar. Where he's like built, but he's not cut.
Right.
So I thought that was cool.
It's pretty cool.
Built, but a little pudgy.
Not pudgy, but like if you look at real bodybuilders, they have to have some of that over it, or else your muscles will like just cave in on itself. Like a lot of things that we see isn't necessarily built for actual strength. If you look at strongman competitions, like they're built like that.
They're not
like cut because that means they're dehydrating their bodies. That's not good for your muscles. And that means whatever you're trying to lift is going to fall on you. But yeah, Moana was good. I mean, go see it if you have the extra time and or money. It's not a must-see.
It was good.
Especially if you don't have kids.
It's an honorable mention.
But yeah, Disney has to do less music.
Yeah, they gotta say. Well, look at Pixar. Look how successful Pixar is. Like every movie is super successful, and they've never done a musical, and their movies are great. You know, you don't have to. I don't know. Some people love them though. Some people just.
I mean,
it's classic Disney too.
You can do music, but
it's
don't
just weird
do
the 3D format too. For me,
maybe like turn it down from like maybe 10 or 15 songs to like maybe 5 or 7.
It was probably like 7.
Well, like if you look at
8.
old school
but
Disney animation with the 2D and the number of songs, they actually have less songs than some of those.
Yeah.
Like from what I can remember, it's a lot more dialogue, whereas nowadays there seems to be a lot more song based, and I think that's a lot of marketing.
Probably. Well, they had the success of Frozen.
Oh God.
And they're just trying to repeat that. Let's
they just
be real.
need to let it go.
They do. Well, they're not. They're making a second one.
I haven't even seen the movie, but I know what happens. I know all the songs.
Troy's seen Frozen.
I don't want to. I have no desire. I have
Troy
worked with
is
children
a
for
Frozen
years.
fan.
No, thank you.
I like it, but I'm not in the hype media for it.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's like it was really overhyped and
yeah. Well, to me, what I didn't like about it is it overshadowed Big Hero 6, which I thought was such a good movie.
I need to watch that again.
Yeah, we should. That movie is amazing. Yeah, we should watch it soon.
Tonight.
Maybe.
That's true. I don't like how they were supposed to be like, there was all that stuff about how Anna and Elsa were like the first like feminist Disney girls.
Like,
and I was like,
no, that disregards all the princesses.
Not even.
But I mean, even
Mulan,
early.
Hello.
Yeah, like Mulan, but even early ones had little traits here and there. Like I mean, but they finally don't get me wrong, Frozen was groundbreaking to some regards, but you know what a lot of people brought up is like, well, Big Hero 6 was too. You have ethnically mixed characters.
Was Brave before or after Frozen?
Before, and it was Pixar. I think it was before. I think it's Pixar. Is it not Pixar?
I think it might be.
Do they sing in it? Do they sing in Brave? I never saw it. I'm pretty sure it's Pixar.
I think she may have had a song or two, so it was probably Disney.
It was produced by Pixar, but released by Disney.
Well, that's all their movies.
I know, but it makes a difference.
No, there's no just Pixar movies.
Really?
They do.
That's not a thing. They're not the
Disney has owned them.
No, forever. I can't, honestly.
You know who owned them, though, before Disney? Fucking George Lucas. I said that word. I gotta write that time now.
That one's you.
That one's mine.
Because Merida's considered a Disney princess. There were a couple songs. I want to say maybe 1 or 2 because I actually saw that in theaters.
Maybe Pixar did.
I
don't know.
And she was like a big feminist.
But yeah, but there's a lot of, but like you said, Mulan especially. I mean, come on, Mulan was groundbreaking. You had a freaking Asian princess, like the first Asian princess, right? Disney princess. And she was such a strong character. Like,
I think people's biggest issue is at the end she married Shang.
Right, which fair enough. But
so you can be both.
Yeah, but he didn't save the day. She did.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, exactly. You can be both, and he didn't. Like, she didn't need saving from him.
Anyway, we've digressed.
I still like Miyazaki better, which we'll talk about soon. As far as feminist characters go. But yeah, Moana was pretty good. We enjoyed it enough to talk about it, I guess.
Yeah, go see it on like a matinee. It's not really a...
Yeah.
See them release it.
Get it from the red box.
But then again, we're not children, so...
We should talk about the trailer. I know Troy's a little interested to talk about this. The Old Man Logan trailer. Logan, I think they're just calling it.
Yeah, it's just
second
called
trailer
Logan.
just came out.
I haven't seen any of them. I should probably see that.
Oh, you should. It's pretty cool. The newest one is pretty cool. Like, I'm excited.
Yeah, it showed a lot more of the child that Logan's going to protect. Supposed to
X-23. It's got to be X-23. I'm pretty sure it's confirmed.
And it's supposed to be like his adopted daughter.
Yeah, like in the comics, I'm pretty sure at certain points he adopts her and just trains her.
I mean, I haven't read much Wolverine and Logan.
Adopts is a stretch for the Logan character.
I did.
Like, all right, I guess I'll take it.
I did read the actual Old Man Logan series, and that was
awesome.
good. And the movie is completely different from that one.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to do it justice. I am worried about that.
But I do think it's going to be pretty darn good. Seems like it's going to be about the government or something going after his adopted daughter X-23.
Well, somebody won. There's got to be a big bad guy. They haven't really released that yet. But I'm thinking it's going to be Doctor Doom, if I had to guess, because they own
there was
the
like
rights
the
to
dude.
Fantastic Four.
There was the dude in the white outfit, and actually it kind of looked like Christopher Walken in a black wig.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta take a second look at that trailer, but the face structure looks very much like Christopher Walken. So that would be pretty funny.
I don't know. They haven't released much about the bad guys and who they're going to be. We still don't know a ton of plot, which I like. I don't like trailers to reveal too much, you know.
Because then what's the point of going to see the movie?
Exactly. You have it all spoiled for you.
From what it seems like, it's the same government agency that's been making the super weapons.
They've basically said, I mean, they have said that it's going to be partially based off Old Man Logan. They're changing a lot, but partially based. So the bad guys won. Some type of bad guy took over the U.S. That has to happen. I mean, you think, I hope. If not, then it's not really Old Man Logan.
And it looks like
or the government gets bad at least.
And it looks like maybe the nukes went off or something because, well, it's either that or they're filming most of this movie in like some kind of wastelandish like area. Like,
yeah, well, because in the comic books they're kind of living in a dystopian future because the bad guys won and there's been so many battles.
But of course, in the trailer, when you see it in the store they're at the beginning, it has a "I Love Texas" thing in the store, so they're probably like in Texas somewhere. It's either they're doing that dystopian thing or they're just in Texas.
We'll see. So I think
which one is it, dystopian or Texas? Who really knows?
I'd bet on dystopian. But it looks cool. I'm excited,
I mean, from what
about it. We're close
yeah,
to this, like what
I mean,
March
from
started.
what it seems like, I don't know if he's going to be versing the Hulk family. Which to me,
no, he can't, bro. There's no way that the Marvel Studios would give them the rights to the Hulk. That's not happening. I can go ahead and tell you, because that's Fox.
Yeah, I mean, because that's what the Old Man Logan series was. That I read, it's like he went after Hulk and his family like crazy, the Hulk clan.
Yeah.
And that would have been freaking amazing to see.
Man. That's what people have been saying forever. Let's unite them. Let Marvel Studios and Disney need to buy back the X-Men characters.
But freaking movie studios and their damn copyright stuff.
What are you gonna do, man? They do have Fantastic Four though, and they have all the X-Men, and they could maybe make.
Four, yep. Mm-hmm.
If they would just freaking take their lesson that they've been making on themselves, that they can't make superhero movies very good, and just give the rights back to people that can make them good.
Those X-Men movies make a lot of money.
You're not making any money anymore, Fox Studios. Give it up.
Even Apocalypse made decent money. They don't care. As long as they're making money, they don't care how good it is.
There just needs to quit being stupid people going to see those.
Well, I don't know. We're part of those stupid people, and we're going to see Logan. You know we are. I mean, I want to see it. You still want to see Wolverine battle the bad guys, you know? Because I loved Old Man Logan. I love the comic Old Man Logan. It's one of my favorite comic runs ever. And I haven't read too much Wolverine, but I love the character. And it's going to suck because they can't do it justice. Like you said, they can't have Hulk. They can't have Red Skull. Those were the two big bad guys in it. They do have Magneto. They have Doctor Doom. They could use those. I don't know if they will. I don't know. Like, we don't know who the bad guy is going to be, but we'll see. Anyways, moving on. We can move on to... Did you want to talk about Kubo?
No, we can, or we can keep moving on. We've talked about a lot of movies already.
Yeah, we can get out of the movie. We can talk about Kubo next time.
Yeah.
Kubo was good. Kubo and the... Was it the 2 strings?
Yes, it's Kubo and the 2 strings.
But he never has 2 strings.
We'll talk about that later.
It should be Kubo and the 3 strings. I don't understand.
It just doesn't sound as good.
I haven't seen that yet, but
It's
the animation...
really
good. You'd like it.
The animation looked pretty neat.
It's intense. It's CGI mixed with stop motion. But they have these big stop motion... They battle these giant things, and they have these big stop motion
we'll talk
sets.
about it on a separate one, because we can go into depth on that.
Yeah, we definitely can. We enjoyed it.
See it if you can.
It'd be good to talk about... Jared liked it, too. Jared would like to talk about that, I'm sure. Anyways, we'll move on to anime. I'm going to do a little thing.
Anime.
See, I can make...
Ni hao.
Make that into a song. There we go. Anyways.
Konnichiwa.
We want to talk first about... you wrote Avatar on here? Okay.
I didn't. Troy did.
Okay. First about One Punch Man.
Oh,
because I just started it. Troy watched it for the
One Punch!
It's good. It's awesome. It lived up to the hype. I'll say that about it.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to watch it for a long time. I tried to watch it on Hulu, but it was only subbed, which I don't mind watching subbed anime, but the subbed were a good 3 seconds behind. Remember that?
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing, Hulu, but you need to
get on it.
Yeah.
With those subs, because even like regular shows, the subtitles are like 3 seconds behind sometimes. Maybe it's just their stream is messed up. I don't know, but it was unwatchable. I can't do that. Anyways, don't hold her. It's just gonna start me on. We finally watched it dubbed, and it was awesome.
Yeah. Very intense and over the top right from the start.
Yep.
And it's...
Get-go.
If you're a fan of those types of animes that's like a lot of action, very quick, and very crazy, you'll like it.
It's essentially just having an unbeatable character who kills everyone just about in one punch.
Yeah.
And that's what he does.
And what's so funny about it is like he becomes basically like better than Superman, and all he did was this workout regimen.
Crazy workout. I don't know. I feel like eventually we're going to find out that he's got some type of like, I don't know, something going on. But maybe not. I don't know. The joke is kind of, no, he just worked out really hard.
Because, I mean, it is a satire, and it's a very cool advanced satire.
Yeah, they actually take the fighting seriously, and they make really cool fights, and the universe they build around them is really cool. I mean, we can go ahead and say spoilers on this. We always do spoilers, but I really like that. Like, they have this whole basically superhero government agency thing that everyone signs up for, and you get ranked according to how good you are. But of course, he took the test, did better than anyone has ever done on the physical part, but on the test, the written part, he was terrible. So he starts out as like a Class C superhero.
Yeah,
it's pretty funny. So they don't take him seriously. No one knows how strong he is, but he's like the strongest guy ever.
And that's the other thing. He don't take it seriously. It's like he worked it up just so he did his regimen and got so powerful just so he could be a hero for fun. It was his hobby. And you could always tell by his not so serious, derpy face all the time.
But he gets bored. He's just bored, essentially. He's bored of how easy people are. Because he's too strong. He's overpowered. But, I mean, it's been really good. I've really enjoyed it. Oh, I like the voice actors for it, too. They got a good team together.
Yeah.
I like the guy who voices him, and I like the guy who voices the robot, the cyborg. Genis, yeah. Who I like a lot. That character's awesome.
Yeah.
He's the perfect side character.
Yeah.
For Saitama. It's pretty cool. Who's your favorite character on the show? Besides Saitama, I mean, you gotta love him, right?
Yeah.
They have such rich characters. Like, it's a good fighting anime. Like, it's everything you love about the other shows.
Yeah. I guess my favorite other character would probably be Genis.
It's not Pretty Prisoner?
Oh, that guy.
No, Genis is awesome, man. I like him a lot. I like him. I like the grandpa martial artist dude.
I do like Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a very weak hero.
But
it's like he was basically a normal human being whose special power was he rides a bike.
Yeah, that's basically all that's going on with that guy.
But, I mean, his courage, man.
He's got more courage than all of them.
That guy's got some courage, I'll tell you that.
That's for sure.
Like, he was there talking to Saitama saying, you shouldn't be here. Class C heroes shouldn't be in this area right now. It should be Class A or higher. But yet, he himself was bicycling to that area. That time when they were versing the Sea King.
Yeah. he's a courageous dude. But it's watch it. If you've been hearing about it, it does live up to the hype, in my opinion. The action is drawn really, really well, and it's just fun.
Yeah, the action's drawn really well, but he's not. I think that's my favorite part.
Yeah, it's funny.
I mean, it is.
They change them and they draw them really well. Like,
yeah, it's cool. They
fun.
Always have like two faces with them. It's the derpy 1,000-yard stare face, and then it's the super serious, very skinny eye and angled up, serious.
Like a serious anime dude. What are you laughing about?
I'm just laughing about thinking about his face.
I thought you were reading something.
No.
Sitting here, what are you looking at on your phone?
I was looking at a dog that got surprised with 800 tennis balls for his birthday.
Oh, that's your type of video. That dog, everybody's overwhelmed. But anyways, loved One Punch Man. We're also going to talk about, even though this is kind of movie, it's still anime genre, so we're going to talk about it, is for Christmas, I got Sam 4 Miyazaki movies.
Yep, it was awesome. You got me House Moving Castle, Kiki's Delivery Service, Castle in the Sky, and The Wind Rises.
The Wind Rises.
Yes. So, all very good. We love Studio Ghibli movies in this household.
Very much.
We love Hayao Miyazaki. We love the style. We basically just love everything about it, and we're slowly making our way to collecting them all.
We're close to all of Miyazaki's movies. Now, all of Studio Ghibli's movies.
I would still like all of Studio Ghibli's movies.
One day we will get there, but they come out with like 2 or 3 a year still. Like they got a lot.
I still got more progress to do. So far, I've watched all the way through 2 of them.
Yeah, I'll bring them over.
Half of the other.
We'll trade
Wait,
these.
so you've seen?
He's seen Spirited Away.
You've seen all of Spirited Away?
Oh wait, then I guess it's 3 that I've seen all the way through.
My Neighbor Totoro, right?
Have you seen Totoro?
No.
You haven't seen Totoro?
Me?
No.
Oh, I was like, yes, I have.
So wait.
I've seen Kiki, I've seen Spirited Away, I've seen Princess Mononoke.
And you also watched Castle in the Sky.
Oh, and Castle in the Sky. So 4.
That's not bad.
No.
And then half of the one with the wolf princess.
That's still Princess Mononoke.
So you've seen 3.5.
Well, then what was the one of the princess who was born as a light spirit?
That was not
Princess
Miyazaki.
Kaguya.
That's
Studio Ghibli.
It's Studio Ghibli, but it's not Miyazaki.
Okay.
But
I
they
saw
do kind of go into style.
I saw half of Princess Mononoke, and I saw the whole of that Princess Kaguya.
Which was weird.
But weird, but good.
Didn't like the ending all that much.
Miyazaki films are too. They don't necessarily end always in the way you expect.
A lot of people hate his endings.
Whatever, those people can suck it. But no, it was a really good Christmas
without
present.
going into all of them, we can just talk because we'll have a Miyazaki podcast one day.
Yeah, we'll have to.
But
maybe
for today,
Homocon.
That wouldn't be bad.
Gotta watch some more.
Miyazaki and
more of
Momocon.
his too.
Yeah, that's fine. Valentine's Day's coming up. Just
oh man, any Miyazaki panel fills up so fast at MomoCon. They have like 2, and
that's why we gotta get in line. Seeing as we're gonna cosplay, so there's that.
It's true, yeah. We're gonna do, but we'll talk about, since Troy's seen it, Kiki's, and it's been a new one. I saw that movie for the first time when it like first came out, and we were like 4.
Yeah, we all kind of did.
And then I never really saw it again, but I knew as a kid I loved it. It like made a huge impact on me because it's so different, you know.
I never got to see it when it came out. I saw the commercials for when I got other Disney movies, but never got to see it.
Yeah, no, it was one of those things where I had seen it as a young kid on like Cartoon Network because they used to play like a lot of Studio Ghibli films. when they came out on Cartoon Network, right? Or something. I'm pretty sure it was Cartoon Network.
I don't know about that. I don't remember watching it. We rented it. We always rented it.
I don't know how I would have seen it.
But you remember it, right? Like, it's in your memory.
It was
Maybe
one of those
you just
things...
saw the previews, too, and you think you saw it. Like,
no, I talked to my mom about it, and she's like, you've seen it.
You might have just rented it for you.
Maybe, but it was one of those things where I didn't realize that I remembered seeing it until we were watching Spirited Away, and it's in the trailer commercial thing, the previews, that's the word I'm looking for. It was in that for Spirited Away, and it's kind of like light bulb memory. So it's, yes, I had seen it, but I don't actively remember it.
Right.
So it was great.
Yeah, it was good to go back and watch it.
I really liked it. It's a really good, I guess, coming of age movie because Kiki's 13, which the way she's drawn makes her appear much, much younger, but she's 13. Yeah, it's very stated in that.
Oh yeah,
but
they do say that. Yeah.
It's really good. I like how you said that Miyazaki kind of just takes you through like a slice of their life. There's not necessarily like a full blown like plot device.
Right. There's little things that are like that.
Yeah, there is. It moves it forward, but I like that kind of style, and I also love the way everything's drawn, and yeah, really good. We're gonna cosplay as Kiki and Tombo.
Yeah,
because can pull that off really easy.
I'm gonna be Kiki, and you're gonna be Tombo.
I don't think you have the eyes for it, dear.
I'll put on some some of those fake anime eyes you can buy.
You mean the circle lenses?
No, you can buy like anime eyes. They look like anime, and you put them on. They got little holes you can see through, but it looks like...
I thought you meant circle lenses. Circle lenses make your actual, like, you stick it in like a contact and it makes your eyes... I'm debating getting those and making my freakishly large anime eyes even bigger. Yeah. But,
no, mine's a little more comical. Yeah, that'd be fun. Did you like it, Troy? That was one of your early Miyazaki movies to ask because you were still getting through them.
Yeah, I liked it. It was pretty simple yet very detailed and well done.
Be careful, don't kick the stand.
I liked it. It was cool.
Miyazaki films are always beautifully and like succinctly done.
I mean,
it's very clean.
The freaking artwork in every one of those movies is amazing.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Well, because it incorporates like a really nice anime style, but like with also like watercolor and stuff.
Especially the background, like when you see like a patch of bamboo forest behind the characters and all that, it's just like, wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you have the time and the money, just get a bunch of Studio Ghibli films.
No, I highly recommend Miyazaki's movies in general. They're just everything's like so. It's an art. Like, I mean, obviously it's art, but you know, like there's just so much like passion in it.
Yeah.
All his work, you can just tell.
So, out of all of the Miyazaki / Studio Ghibli movies that you've seen /
yes, what's
which
my favorite?
One? Yeah.
Spirited Away still, just has always taken the gold for me. It's just I don't know. It's just I really liked House. House Moving Castle. Watching it because we watched it again. And it was really good.
Spirited Away was quite interesting.
Spirited Away is just a classic, and it was...
and I love...
won a lot of awards.
Oh, yeah. It's one of his biggest.
And I love the witches, like, 3-head people.
Yeah. Those guys are weird.
Can't remember what they would always say when they were, like, rolling and hopping around.
Here's a fun fact. Tara Strong voices the... baby / mouse. He gets turned into the mouse. Bo. She voices Bo.
Oh, that's cool.
She's awesome. She's my new favorite voice actress. She does Batgirl on the animated series. She's done a lot though. She did like Timmy Turner.
So that girl, yeah. She's got a really cool voice.
I was listening to her on Kevin Smith's podcast, Batman on Batman. It's a new. He gets a lot of people from the animated series, but it's just he has over 100 podcasts out, and they're each at least an hour, and it's just all about Batman. It's just him, the Batman. It's a good one. You should listen to it. But yeah, Spirited Away always just makes me feel a certain way, you know. You get those like at the end of it, you just want to like you don't know whether to cry or be happy or just not what you don't know what to do with your life.
It leaves you with very mixed, unfinished emotions.
It does, but in the best way possible. Yeah. Like. You still feel, but somehow even though it's unfinished, you still feel like fulfilled somehow. I don't know. It's really high art, in my opinion.
Watch it.
Watch it.
I'm still gonna make my roommate and best friend.
Watch it.
watch it. She watched Kiki's and she also watched Howl's with me, and she's really enjoyed them because I'm slowly just bringing them all over to my place. I'll be honest about that because I'm afraid you're gonna lose them.
Well, I bought you yours.
I know, but I mean also yours.
Well,
I
don't
took
do
mine
that.
for Totoro.
I know. At least leave Spirited Away. You can borrow it.
I want to buy. That's the number one I wanted to watch.
I want that one back.
Someone who's not even a fan of anime really liked.
Yeah. Well, she doesn't like anime at all, really.
She's not into it.
She's sort of anti-geek culture.
Which is weird, seeing as she supports me in everything that I do, and she loves all like the little art and stuff that I do, and she thinks I'm like the cutest, most adorable nerd ever.
She would not have fun on this
She's
podcast.
very into the Gotham City Sirens, though, because it's like our little roommate group.
Well, you've been converting her slowly.
Slowly but surely. It's been like a slow osmosis. But like our relationship is very so much like Harley and Ivy's without like the making out part.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Hey.
No, I love you too much for that. And she's more like my sister, so it'd be weird.
Don't make out with your sister.
But she absolutely adored Gigi from
the
Kiki's
great Phil Hartman,
Yeah.
who died before that was released, which is sad.
Sad. But like did an amazing job. It's like just this sarcastic
Yeah.
old cantankerous
nailed
like
it.
man of a cat.
He killed it.
And it's great because that's just what I want in a cat, even though I'm allergic. And it's also throwing some Japanese culture there too, because it's a black cat, not just because she's a witch, but because like they're incredibly lucky in Japanese culture. Which I think is cool, seeing as here it's like, oh my god, it's a black cat. No.
Kill it! Kill the black cat!
No, they get murdered a lot during Halloween. It's like, if you have an outdoor cat around that time, you should bring him in. But it's probably seeing that movie Young, which is started by obsession with black cats. I've always liked them growing up.
Yeah.
Even though I'm allergic. But
Gigi started it all.
Yeah.
Are you going to make a cup? You said you're going to make a cup.
but I'm not going to tell my ID on here just in case somebody else hears it.
Okay.
Because that's mine.
Fair.
We'll show pictures of it later.
Trademark.
Yeah.
She has an idea for it.
I do, but we're going to leave it at that.
Okay. Based off that movie.
Yes.
That's all I'll say.
So just leave it. Continuing on, what's next on our list?
Well, did y'all want to talk about Avatar since Troy had wrote it on here?
I mean, we can.
I can't talk too much about it. You're the ones who watched it.
Because you were against it for a while.
I watched a few episodes with her, and it's better. I liked it. I just I don't know. I stopped watching it for some reason.
It's a good thing. I think it's a really good. It was really good to because that came out how many years ago?
Like I was like.
What we were
10,
like? Yeah, I think
11?
it was a good way. Nickelodeon's kind of first wave into I guess anime because it's really soft. It's definitely very Americanized. It's a really soft way to kind of introduce it and kind of test the waters. And it was really smart about how they did it.
It was like to me one of the best American animes to come out.
Yeah.
Hey, Samurai Jack though.
Yeah.
Well, we also had, like in the 90s, the rise of Sailor Moon, and like that was huge.
That's true.
But then it slowly faded away, so I think that's what they were potentially trying to do again, but this time not alienating like the male population so much.
Right.
Because like that was the major complaint with Sailor Moon is it's great because it's really feminist based, but that was like a little bit.
Yeah, but we had Dragon Ball Z, and we had Pokemon, and we had Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay, first of all, those are not inherently male.
Well,
for everyone.
Aren't all three of those still originally Japanese based?
I mean, Sailor Moon is also originally Japanese based. But
she started the Japanese based one.
I mean, I was just saying, since Avatar was made here in America, I thought it was.
It was actually created by a dude from Georgia.
Yeah,
he's from Roswell. I mean, he's definitely Asian, but.
But that's what I'm saying. How many American animes are there? Like, all I can think of is Avatar and Samurai Jack.
Well, I don't know. That's just my theory is that they're trying to bring it back, and it was a good way for like both, I guess, quote unquote genders.
And Samurai Jack was like really different. But yeah, no, I mean, I can see kind of your train of thought there, but we did have Dragon Ball Z, which is arguably bigger than Sailor Moon.
Whatever.
Much bigger.
I like Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon's huge still, though.
It
still,
is.
and it's coming back because they did the new show.
I still want to get one of those dresses.
A Sailor Moon dress?
Well, yeah, not like the full blown like the Sailor Scout outfit because those are expensive, but like they have like actual like just dresses that have the print, and we all know my favorite is Sailor Mars because I look the most like her. Although arguably like Sailor Jupiter maybe, but I like Sailor Mars better. Anyway, I'm digressing here. But Avatar: The Last Airbender. I enjoyed like rewatching it because I got started into it, but like because Nickelodeon airing is so weird. And also, as a kid, you don't always have control over the TV, let's be honest. It was good to, like, watch it, you know, and go from start to finish with the series. Because I never got to see that progression of, like, Zuko's character, ever.
Yeah, me either.
When I, like, stopped watching it, he was still, like, angry and still had, you know, mostly bald with a ponytail. That's when I stopped watching. That was, like, book 1.
Such a good character.
Yeah.
I always liked those evil characters that progress into good.
Yeah. I watched a few of those key episodes, too, with you. Mm-hmm. And that was really cool.
I like the progression of Zuko.
But you were watching it fast. You watched the whole thing in, like, 2 weeks.
It didn't even take me 2 weeks, dear. Wow. It took me, like, 4 days.
That's not true. It wasn't that fast.
Okay, it was like a week.
Like,
well, because they're not long episodes. They're like 20-minute episodes.
Yeah, but there's like 20 per season, and there's like 4 seasons, or there, or is it just 3 seasons?
It's just 3 seasons.
It's still like 60 episodes, though.
I know.
That's 20 hours worth of watching.
Well, it's actually less than 20 episodes. It's usually like 13 to 16.
Oh, okay.
Like the first season or first book or whatever, the water one, was the longest out of all of them. Because that's the one that had 5 discs, and each one had 4 on it, and then it went down from there. And when I was going through it, some of them only had 4, and one only had 5, but they had like 3 episodes on each one.
I was like noticing while I was watching Korra, all the way through, it was like 13 to 16 episodes.
Yeah, it wasn't too heavy.
How many seasons are there for Korra?
4. There's 4 books.
4 books. And then as far as we know, there's nothing planned for anything in the future.
Sadly, no.
But that's what they thought when Avatar went down, because
I never saw Korra happening.
Legend of Korra was how many years later?
Pretty far, because it's fairly recent.
And
right?
I think that just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's like when that got announced, we're like, holy crap.
It's back. It's a fandom now.
So the last episode of Avatar The Last Airbender aired in 2008. So let's see when The Legend of Korra...
Not too much longer, but still, it was kind of out of nowhere.
Legend of Korra came out in 2014. That's when, the last episode was. So let's see. I'm going through IMDb, and unfortunately it goes backwards. So, okay, the earliest it came out was, 2013? Because it's not that old.
Wow, I thought it was a little older than that now. That's just a couple of years ago.
Okay, Legend of Korra ran from technically 2012 to 2014. So it was 4 years later after the last episode ended. And a lot of it I've read, especially on Tumblr, because I follow a couple of people who like Avatar The Last Airbender, that there was a lot of pushback from the fans, wanting to see more. It was what spurred more of it, I guess.
Yeah, they're like, don't kill this universe.
Well, because it's very not original, but very cool, very well done story.
I mean, he's clearly taken a lot of influence in.
Yeah, which I think is fair.
The story's original, I'd say.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't watched Korra. I'm excited to, because you told me that Korra's on the canon.
You're about to start
Korra really amps it up. Amps up the Avatar universe.
Yeah, so I've heard it's a little more for people our age than Avatar was.
Teenagers.
Yeah. They do kind of tone down on the silliness. They still have it.
Well, also, I think, from
but
what I've
they
seen,
also ump up the seriousness.
Yeah.
And the intenseness of the battles.
Yeah, as far as there's really good fighting scenes in it.
Well, from what I've seen, also portrayed, I haven't watched any of it, so don't tell me too much because I'm excited.
I ain't gonna do any spoilers.
Korra's a very different Avatar, and I think that's also directly related to the age group that they're trying to aim for.
Right.
I always thought it was so funny. Aang was the peaceful, trying to solve.
He was 12? He was a 12-year-old boy.
And trying to solve everything by not fighting. And Korra, she's just
I don't care.
I'm gonna punch you until you say you're not gonna not fight anymore, or something like that.
Very different, but I'm excited to watch it.
Have you seen any of it?
I've only seen bits and clips from passing by Troy, and also I'll see GIFs and stuff on Tumblr, because everyone was so excited about the whole Korrasami thing.
Yeah.
And that is canon.
Yeah, apparently it is. A lot of people were really
excited. The creators said so.
Because, it shows evidence, though. Think of how rare that is to show not only evidence of, I guess, a gay character. That's harder to get in these days, but somebody who's bi representation is not very big.
So she likes dudes too?
Yeah.
Well, she went after the first guy character.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Well, she asked him out because I half watched that episode.
And I mean, some
and same with
develops
Asami,
and
though,
all
right?
that.
She would be considered bi too because she did date what's his face.
Yeah. They both dated the same guy. And I guess it was because he was so bad at being a boyfriend, it kind of like turned them. And then they saw each other. I don't know.
But I like that they have that representation, and now it's completely canon. Because Nickelodeon, didn't they kind of like leave it up to like, meh?
Well, I mean, from what I read in the article that said from the creators that it was canon, the studio was fine with it. They were actually for it, but they didn't want to go too far as to like showing them kiss or whatever, because it's still kids show and they're not ready to take that step yet.
Well, also like
we'll get there.
I mean,
but man, the freaking hints they dropped, gosh. The only way they could make it any more obvious is if they would have let them kiss.
Right.
Which I think eventually they should let him do, but like I can also understand that, like, because let's face it, it's still a very niche part of Nickelodeon. And if they do something that inherently does not test well or doesn't pull well with parents, the show will get axed immediately.
But of course, since that community is moving forward, if the next Avatar show like comes in 4 years later, like it might,
we could see a character definitely.
We will probably see them both in together in like the future Avatar episodes. Yeah. Probably not her still being the Avatar, but the next Avatar, like seeing visions of Korra's
Well, she doesn't have to die. Oh, okay, I was about to say she would have to. Yeah. She has to die for the new Avatar to be reincarnated.
Yeah, but then she will be the only Avatar that Avatar will see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they could definitely work it in. And we might see it. That'd be cool. I got a feeling it's probably ain't going to be the end of it. In today's, like, world, like I could even see something like Netflix picking it up down the road. Netflix is ready for that. They're buying anything they can. They brought back Arrested Development, which we'll get into in a second. They brought back a lot of stuff. They bought back a lot of stuff, and they're interested. Fuller House. I mean, come on, they brought back Full House. Come on, I mean, not that
I have no interest to watch.
I'm not a fan either.
House is starting
Gilmore
again.
Girls got
Fuller
back.
House. They started a new Full House.
It's called Fuller House.
Yeah.
Gilmore Girls got brought back.
Yeah, it was just like a little mini thing, but still.
Well, because they were
they're in talks
contemplating doing
to do
the movie,
more, I think.
and
that
then
was
so
like
it
a
turned into continuing the TV show because it was a TV
that was like a
Not
show
a good
in the
one,
70s, wasn't it?
My sisters loved Gilmore Girls.
No, Gilmore Girls was like early 2000s. It was a terrible show in my personal opinion.
No, I'm talking about like Full House.
Oh, yeah. Well, not the 70s, but like the early 90s. Yeah. Early 90s, man. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So Netflix is all about that. So I can see like, Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon, eh? Nickelodeon being like, nah, we're done with it. And Netflix being like, we'll take it. How much?
Well, because like, it wouldn't be too hard for them to do. And the diehard fans, which is most of what I've noticed from that kind of community, because it is such a small niche, they generally have a hard love for it. Those are the type to like write and like write in and give them ideas and here, use my fan fiction, because there's tons of it. Tumblr's a great world to be in, by the way, if you just want to know a lot about random things and shows and stuff like that. Tumblr's awesome.
Fair enough. But I mean, Netflix is so huge now. This year, they're projected to spend more on new shows than CBS or NBC.
Because cable's
They're
dying.
outdoing the cable channels. Like we've talked about it forever, but like now it's finally happening. Cable is dying. I mean, there's no way.
Well, I mean, cable is too tied down with the captioning people and what they can do show wise.
There's too many politics involved.
Yeah, they're too involved in politics and general views.
Netflix doesn't give a fudge.
Well, because Netflix, the creator of Netflix is like, yeah, we'll take it. I don't care.
They have some of the most obscene stuff ever. Trailer Park Boys got brought back by Netflix. I'm a huge Trailer Park Boys fan. It's another show.
Me too.
But yeah, I mean, the future of Netflix is exciting. So we can do a segue. We can do the TV shows next. That's a good segue.
Segue.
TV shows.
Shows that are on TV.
We had a sound bit of Jared going, next topic. That one's pretty funny. I did that one, but now I'll probably steal that. Your segue. I have a few sound bits of you doing stuff, so that's funny.
Probably.
Oh, I do. I keep them. Bring them out on a rainy day. But yeah, what we just talked about, brought back Arrested Development. You finally started it.
Yeah, so like I'm a binge watcher. I'll admit that with the best of them. Especially now that I'm self-employed, I have a lot more free time, which is a good thing and a bad thing, because I will sit there and like just binge watch like 3 hours of Arrested Development. Because it's easy to do that, seeing as they're like 20-minute long episodes.
And they tie into each other so well. They do. I love the reoccurring jokes. It's the king of reoccurring jokes.
You got me into Arrested Development. It does take like 3 to 4 episodes, but it's like that weird, quirky, kind of like dry but not so dry, weird humor that like gets you hooked. Kind of like if I had like The Office. I was gonna say it's similar to The Office stylistically. Parks and Rec, and I've loved both of those shows. So after a while, it really appealed to me, and I binge watched the whole thing. And so, I mean, Netflix brought it back for season 4.
Yeah, it was like, I want to say, season, I think 3 ended in 2006, and then they brought season 4 back in 2014. Like, Netflix brought it back, like...
Well, because they were going to do a movie, and I think... 8 years later. Everyone who they were having on thing was like, we can sign on for a TV, do a TV series.
They're able to get everyone.
Well, I also think that like the executives and like all the business behind it realized that a movie would not go over well.
It's just such a niche crowd.
It is. Not it's one of those things where like you're actually going to spend less money on continuing the series than you would on like making an actual movie, and it's going to go over a lot better.
It's not for everyone. Like some people hate that show. Some
people,
it's like that's it. You have no one in between though. Like it's one of those shows. It's like you either love it or you hate it.
But so I marathoned that recently and I really liked it.
And they just started filming season 5. I'm very excited. Season 4 is a little weird.
It's definitely weird. Like it starts off a little bit rough because like unless you binge watch it, you have a hard time kind of remembering some of the things.
Right, you kind of do have... Like, it was made to binge watch. Season 4 was made to binge watch.
And it's like how many years later in the future that it's talking about?
Yeah, like all these years skipped to where you don't get to see the family.
Like I think it's like 5 years.
Yeah, at least.
And so you're like, what just happened? And like the way that the episodes end... And like season 3 is like there are some episodes that are mainly about this person and mainly about this person.
Yeah,
very Game of Thrones like that.
Right, each episode has a new character, but sometimes they do the same things, but you get to see it from their perspective.
So you have to remember all that stuff.
The rest of the show isn't really like that.
So
as much.
Getting started on season 4 was like a little bit rough.
Yeah,
I was like, what? And then it ends really weird.
Puzzle. Yep.
But like they're making season 5, so that's good. Because if they just kind of left it at that and was like, all right, this is dead in the water, I'd be really mad.
Yeah. But it is, like you said, it is. If you haven't seen it, give it a chance. Give it about 5 episodes. If you don't like it after 5, you're not gonna like it. But you do need to like kind of pick up on what they're putting down. Kind of leave that cat alone, Troy.
She's gonna bite you.
Troy, leave that cat alone. That's gonna be a sound bit. I did that on purpose. I'm gonna make it a sound bit.
But what do we have next on TV shows?
Well, I know Troy wants to talk about Game of Thrones because Troy we have been watching Game of Thrones. Even on our first podcast, we had Game of Thrones talks. I mean, we've been watching because you got me into Game of Thrones.
That's
cool.
True.
I got you into Arrested Development now.
Because fun story, I came in on like season 3. Yeah. It was just I was at my. This is back when I was living at my parents', and so like they have HBO, and so there was nothing else on. So my dad was like, "Hey, what's this? I've been hearing a lot about it." Clicked on Game of Thrones, came right in a part where there's just tits out. So that's awkward to watch with the father, by the way. But I really liked it. I was like, okay, and luckily my parents have Comcast, so I was actually able to go back and watch the season before. It took a while to find season 1. They didn't have it.
Oh wait, so you watched season 2 to catch up, and so when did you watch season 1?
Finally, they put back up season 1 when my parents got HBO Go. So I was actually able to go back and start. So I came in at a weird place, I'll admit that. And so, like, all these things are going on, and I'm having to figure out all this stuff on the fly. Like, I did not have the basis for anything.
That's not the type of show you want to do that with either.
No, but you know what?
You kind of need to watch it from season 1.
It was kind of cool because, like, I actually didn't come in on season 3. I'm pretty sure it was season 4. What season are we on? Season 7, right?
7's coming up. 7's going to be released in like May.
So I either came in at the end of season 3 or the beginning of season 4. I don't totally remember. This was a while ago. So almost. It was like right when I met you.
When you started?
Yeah.
Well, that's when you kept talking about it to me, and I was hanging out with Corey, and he kept talking about it.
Anyway, so timeline-wise. But, so, it was kind of cool because since I came in on, like, seasons past the first season, which sets up everything, it was kind of cool to go back and watch through and kind of see how everything and all the pieces were connected.
Yeah.
I did it in reverse. I don't recommend that.
No.
I really don't. Because
You
you're going to get really confused.
You kind of
70% of the time?
You kind of like George Lucas did.
Yeah, you George Lucas did.
But, like, I literally came in and watched the last 20 minutes of this random episode, and I was like, all right, cool. Let's try and find season 1 on Comcast. Nope, we've got season 2, episode 1. Okay.
You rolled with it.
I guess not, and so, yeah, I got you into that. I forgot about that one.
So we've been fans. We've been talking about it a while. Troy had been reluctant to watch it. He wasn't sure if he'd really be into it. But we were like, Troy, you just got to watch it. And then you started watching
because at first, the first season and the second season, they really HBO liked to express their freedom to show nudity and all that.
They showed some boobies.
Yeah. They've gotten a lot better about making it equal, though.
They have. Well, and they don't show as much anymore. But that first season, they kind of, like, I feel like future seasons of, whatchamacallit, is they going to, Westworld, we're not going to see as much nudity either. Their first season, they're just going for it.
Well, it's a way to bring in viewers, and so, like, you're like, oh, you hear this show has a lot of nudity.
There are people who watch it just for that.
But then, because of the nudity, they get pulled into the story, and so they continue watching for the story. At least I'm really hoping that about human behavior. I'm really hoping for that.
Because that was the thing. The first episode of Game of Thrones, to me, I was thinking to myself, this is like a medieval fantasy porn going on now. Yeah. But but when I did get through it, oh my gosh. You're
a fan now, right?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
The story, the whole universe of Game of Thrones is pretty damn awesome.
Yeah, it's a really well put together story.
And man, the last season, that was crazy.
And that's what I love about Game of Thrones is every season just keeps getting better. Like almost always, like with few exceptions. Besides season 5, season 5 was slow. Season 5 has so far been my least favorite season, but season 6 made up for it. And then some.
Yeah.
I thought season 6 was so good.
Freaking season 6 with Jon Snow's death and
coming back.
Which again, we're not going to start with spoilers because you've had almost a year to watch it, so that's on you.
At this point, it's 2017.
And these guys probably already did all those discussions in the podcast beforehand. And I wish I wasn't reluctant so I could join those, but now I'm here.
You're back. You'll get to do the new season with us. Season 7 is going to be lit. The poster for season 7 is just the dragons attacking King's Landing. That's the poster for it. So we already know. The end of season 6, you see Daenerys. She's got her army
that
ready.
was just so badass.
Oh, yeah.
The freaking
we've been waiting
the
for.
freaking slave kings or whatever they were called. They thought they had Daenerys in the bag, but then the whole army just goes on them, and then the dragons come up, and they're finally following Daenerys' orders. I was like, oh.
She's got that.
Whenever I have trouble getting through a workout, all I think is, what would Dany do? Yes. And I power through.
Yes.
Because she is the epitome of what I like to think, and I might get some hate for this, but a feminist, because she is not above wielding any and all power. She doesn't care.
Oh yeah, she's a ruler. She's a true ruler.
Yeah. And
she does it for the good.
Yeah.
For the better of the people.
Some of her methods that people
would
say Machiavellian.
Yeah.
The ends justify the means. But I can support it given her history and stuff. And I like the actress too, Emilia Clarke. She's really cool.
She's a great job.
Like I said before, she stated that she wasn't going to do any more nudity because she realized her character was big enough. But for that one scene where she burns that house to the ground, that's actually her body. Yeah. I was listening to an interview she had. She's like, with a scene that powerful, she's like, I'm not having a body double. It's going to be me.
Yeah, which I understandable. There's a reason. There's a real reason for the nudity in that scene, and it's a very powerful scene.
Yeah, you're not even concentrating on the fact that she's naked, because she does have a killer body.
Yes.
But House Targaryen for the win.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm for it.
You're House Stark,
You know.
though.
I am, but like Jon Snow, as we know now. If you don't know this wasn't confirmed in the show.
I mean,
but
the
talked to you
thing I
about it.
want though is I want Targaryen to conquer Westeros, but I'm hoping that House Stark somehow survives through.
They're gonna team up, bro. They're Starks. Jon Snow is gonna. He's House Stark right now. He's the leader.
Because I bet the Starks don't want all Westeros.
Sure,
they want North.
Yeah,
they want to keep the North within their power so they can keep all the northern families aligned and everything.
Yeah, and keep the.
I mean, I have some theories regarding that.
But we know what I was getting at is that will definitely happen, and here's why. We know now, it wasn't expressly said in the show, but it is confirmed. Jon Snow is half Targaryen. So he is Targaryen. He's Stark and Targaryen. His mother was
Stark?
She was sister to Papa Stark. Ned Stark. I say Papa
who
Stark.
Always dies and everything.
We died season 1. I mean, come on.
I knew that was going to freaking happen.
Ned Stark isn't the father, but his sister is the mother, and the father is a Targaryen. So he is half Targaryen. They're going to team up. It's definitely happening.
I mean, I have some theories of what's going to happen with that. I feel like they're going to team up, and she's when all the dust settles, she's going to basically rule everything, kind of with his blessing, because I think
he's not going to stand in her way. Why would he?
Well, I mean, he's not going to want to. I think at this point he just wants to go home,
right?
And I think that's what's going to come from is he's going to technically be under her. But I also think he's going to give her a little bit of a run for money because I don't think he's okay with some of the way she does her things.
That's true. We could see some wars between them.
I think there's going to be some push and pull between them where she's going to end up on the throne, but he's going to be like, listen, I'm still always going to be watching.
I have the North, and I have the North.
And I think they're going to come to
you don't want to screw with the North,
a good balance.
Yeah, you're probably right. I can see that. A little bit
that is the trouble. I want them to be together, but I know.
He's more pure than her.
She's very Machiavellian in her needs. If you watch,
she's brutal.
She's very, and just by reason, I can relate to that as a person. To be perfectly honest,
she has to be. I mean, she wouldn't be where she was if she wasn't.
No, and she realizes her own power and she wields it well. So. She's my favorite character, if you can't tell. I don't
know. I'm really happy that Tyrion's with her. And seeing him.
Yeah.
Well, he ain't gonna be on the wrong side of history. He's not stupid.
No, he's not dumb. And he's gonna be a really good king's hand. And he's never wanted to rule. He just wants to help rule. That's always been his dream.
And that kind of makes it easy on knowing that Tyrion probably won't get killed.
Yeah, it's looking good for him anyway.
Because, I mean, that's the whole thing with Game of Thrones. It's like, who's gonna die this week? And
everyone's been like, there's a whole song called Don't Kill Tyrion.
Yeah. I mean, and so far Tyrion survived. That's the other person I want to see survive. I want Targaryen to win the throne. I want the Stark house to be able to be in alliance with House Targaryen, and I want Tyrion to stay alive.
Yeah. I think we'll see it happen.
The only Lannister.
It's Game of Thrones, though, guys. At least one of those three is going to die. Jon Snow, Tyrion, or
Dany.
Dany.
There's going to be straight riots if Dany dies, though.
Oh, I know. But any one of those three, there's going to be straight riots. They all have a lot of fans. Now, Tyrion's is a little more niche, but,
I mean, I think that's why...
Though, Dany has the most fans.
You're probably right. But that could be a reason she dies, though. It's Game of Thrones, guys.
Yeah,
we can't
really question anything because you're probably wrong.
You can't expect anything. It's...
Oh, George R.R. Martin, you're gonna.
Well, that was something that I was really disappointed with Westworld about. Is we guessed every twist in that show.
Yeah.
There were so many twists, and it was a good show, and I liked it a lot. But we guessed every one, and it was we had a few theories, but our biggest theories that were okay, that's most likely what it's going to be. We were right every time. And we're
damn it. Well, it ain't written by George R.R. Martin.
It's not. So
I mean, HBO took Game of Thrones from George R.R. Martin, and he wrote a good story. I don't know who's doing Westworld.
Yeah, I think it's just I don't know. I'm sure it's pretty big people, but yeah, it's not as good. But it's only had one season, so I'll give it time certainly. which next season is probably going to be Japan World. There's a hint towards that. Hey-o, that'd be amazing. We got a while to wait for that, though. But,
so they're going to change it up now,
yeah, it's looking like it.
I mean, because it was an interesting theme, cyborgs as Westerners.
Yeah.
That was a little interesting.
Park, you go in, and it's based off of a movie that was like that, but it's very different from the movie. They changed a lot, but is based off of it. That'd
be a cool-ass theme park. It's like real-life video game.
Right, exactly.
Basically.
It's the ultimate LARPing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the attention to detail is so real, like you think you're in the Old West.
Yeah.
But anyways, not to get too far down the Westworld hole. Game of Thrones season 7 should be May or June. We gotta wait a little while, and I think it's only 7 episodes that we're getting. So it's not gonna be a full 10, and then season 8 is gonna be like 6 episodes, or vice versa, something. So that kind of sucks. They're basically taking the last season and splitting it in 2, essentially.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah, so that does kind of suck, but...
I don't get what's with people and splitting, like, the last part of everything into 2. Like, there's several movie series,
Okay, with some of them, though, it's necessary to do justice. Like, for instance, the last Harry Potter, like, book / the 2 movies, you could not fit all of that into one 2.5-hour movie. Because let's face it, all the last couple of movies, they're pushing 3 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Now, I'm a diehard whore of, like, you're like, hey, give me a comfy seat. Hell yeah, I'm going to sit here for 6 hours and watch it. Just let me have...
But not everyone will do that.
There needs to be a 10-minute break in the middle for me to go pee and to get snacks. After that, I'm game. All right? Like, let's weed out the week. Let's marathon this. All right? Just do all the movies. Just, like, give me a reclining, like, lazy boy chair. I'm good to go. But you can't really always do that with stuff.
No.
Like, you can't smush it all together because that's how things fail.
The last 2 Harry Potter movies are my favorite, too.
They're the most dark. Of course, you love those.
Yeah.
But, so I think that's what they're doing with Game of Thrones, because, like, as it is,
essentially.
We've all seen those books now. None of us have read them.
I mean, still 7 episodes. 7, it'll still be good. 6 or 7. I mean, it's not like just like 2 episodes. That would suck. But I really hope they did like what me, you, and Jared when we went and saw it in IMAX. I hope they do that.
Yeah, that was really
They should do it with season 7, but the first 2 episodes, like.
I just like how they did the finale, just kind of like remind everybody, like, hey. This is going on because like Game of Thrones is like one of those things where because it's been like a year, unless you're like a fan,
you could forget.
Yeah,
I agree.
And then you're like scrambling on Facebook to try and like block everything before you watch it because you can do that. It's the same with Game of Thrones. Like they have blockers.
Yeah,
I mean House of Cards where you can like install a block
so you don't get spoilers.
Yeah,
that's fine. House of Cards, speaking of, coming out in about 3 weeks. 2 or 3 weeks.
We're not actually currently living that in our state right now? In America?
No, because that was really... Democrat. I'd trust Francis Underwood a lot more than I would Donald Trump. Personally, even though he's like cutthroat. But yeah, I'm not exactly Trump fans here. Believe it or not. A few, we're just a bunch of special little snowflake millennials here who hate Trump. Just go ahead and stereotype us.
Just to me, it's...
Do it! Just do it!
Just to me, it's amazing that Trump got the presidency.
Oh,
but
God,
anyway, let's not go that.
I'm going to do a political podcast one day. It won't be on... we'll do a separate... It'll be a separate series. It won't be our geek series. Our geek listeners don't want to hear politics. Just talk about the geek stuff. But,
and I probably won't be part of that.
Yeah, you're not a big political guy. Not your thing. Fair enough. But you are into like Star Wars politics, you know. When it's geek politics, you're down. Which is fair. But we don't talk too much about House of Cards. I kind of just want to see the new season. But it's coming out soon. Did you finish the last season, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you like the last season? I really liked it. I didn't like season 3 that much at all.
Season 3
was a bad season.
Like... I feel like all major shows have that one season that
Game
like
of Thrones
you kind of
like
have
said,
to push
season 5.
through.
Yeah.
And you're like trying to explain your fandom to everybody else, and they're like, okay, well, the episodes I've seen this season kind of suck, so I'm not going to watch them.
And that was a bad thing because season 3 was when he finally became president, and that's what he was working up to, and then it's just like, okay, whatever, he's president. I mean, he did. The show was a lot better when he was vice president and he was working his way.
Right. But season 4, it gets back up. He's got an opponent he's going to run against. There's a lot of drama that happens, but like really cool stuff. And It ends. I don't know if this is a spoiler for you, Troy. Do you want to hear a spoiler?
Not really.
You don't want? Okay, I'll let you finish it then. But they make some really cool decisions that I liked a lot. And I'm looking forward to season 5 because I think it's going to be really good. And there's a lot they can do in the political environment, current political environment, and I know they're going to play with it. So it'll be interesting to see it. It's the one show that got Troy into politics. It's the one political show Troy would ever watch.
Well, I mean, what's his name? The main actor?
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey. He just does such great acting.
Yeah, he's just
it's like even if he's just doing a portrayal of a political guy, I mean, to me, it's just amazing. So it got me into the show. If it was any other actor, probably, I mean, I'd just be like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like Matthew McConaughey. It'd be kind of weird.
All right.
I guess I'm president.
Yeah. America, you better watch out.
Make a movie. Make a House of Cards satire movie starring Matthew McConaughey. Please, someone make it happen.
Make America great again, guys.
All right. Yes, Matthew McConaughey as Trump. Well, they did a Johnny Depp as Trump movie where they're just satiring Trump like hard. It was pretty funny. It was weird. But Johnny Depp did a good job. I'll give it to him. But yeah, let's do a Matthew McConaughey version. Anyways, so yeah, not too much about House of Cards, but we will probably have a podcast once the first season comes out. We got a few episodes under our belt, so it's coming. We're very excited. 4 left on a note that has me excited.
If we're ambitious, we'll do a baby podcast per episode.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe like one podcast covering like 3.
Yeah. This way you guys can easily find more things because we do have a tendency to ramble and switch it in with other things. Our goal for 2017 is to get a little bit more organized. I'd like to say. We're
working on it. We love you guys. So we're doing it. Doing it for the 3 fans.
And I will eventually get us up on Instagram and Tumblr.
You've been saying that for so long. Don't say it, just do it. Don't talk about it. You've been saying this since like episode 4.
Yeah, well,
Just do it!
This is episode 11. So.
I've been busy. So.
Follow your dreams. Accomplish your goals. Just do it. Do it.
Yeah. All right. Next subject. We can kind of end on this. This would be a good one to talk about. We'll do video games. Video games.
Not
too much of that. Nintendo sewer ass.
Pew pew pew.
I wish I could do the Skyrim, but I don't know how to do that.
I wanted to do it, but I was about to just go into Lord of the Rings. So, oh wait, that's different. Different.
I mean, similar, I guess.
Alright, anyways, video games. We have all recently become pretty hyped, and me and Troy are already like, alright, take our money, we're pre-ordering the deluxe editions. Injustice 2 just came out with their second trailer with a few new character reveals.
So excited.
We're all very excited. Well, if you don't know yet, watch them, but I'm not going to go over all the confirmed ones, but obviously you have your main guys. You got your Batman, your Superman, your Flash, your Aquaman. All those guys are back. Harley Quinn's back. But everyone's got new specials, which is awesome. That enough is enough for me to want to play it. But we just got a confirmation for Poison Ivy. So we're very excited for that here because we're all big Gotham City Sirens fans.
I mean,
especially Sam.
I don't know if they officially put her on the page yet, but I mean, in that trailer, you do see the vines and trail with the whatever else is going on, and then you see her hand with the vines.
That's clearly
saying, hey, Poison Ivy is going to be a playable character in this game.
Which is cool, because as long as they keep Selena in it, Catwoman,
you'll have all 3.
Yeah, you'll have all 3. You will have the Sirens together. But do you think because Ivy's coming in that they're going to bounce?
I'm worried about it. But you know what, though? We might see Catwoman as a DLC. Yeah. Me and Troy are buying the deluxe edition, which, by the way, if you don't know, you get 20% off of deluxe editions on Amazon Prime. So we're going to be taking advantage of that. It's a little more. It'll end up being $80, but instead of $100. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
But it's worth it. It comes with 9 playable characters, DLC characters after the game. Plus, when you pre-order, you get Darkseid, who's just been confirmed as a pre-order character.
He's also concerned.
He's concerned. He's concerned about ruling the world, I guess.
No, I'm just so excited for Ivy.
I am too. I was
she's
very
been
excited
like one of
about
the
her.
low-hanging characters over the past couple of years.
She deserves some more time.
She does. I mean, her
Cool.
backstory's cool. She's getting more prevalent in comics. I think that's honestly due to the rise of Harley.
Yeah.
Because people are going back historically and seeing the Gotham City Sirens. Harley and Ivy do have that special relationship.
Yeah.
So I think because of Suicide Squad and everybody getting interested in Harley and like the Joker and stuff, because
We're kind of starting to be like, hey, what about Ivy?
Yeah, well, because Ivy's the one who finds her after Joker puts her out on the rocket, like in Mad Love. He puts her on the rocket, and so she gets launched, but she falls off and she lands in Gotham City Park, aka basically Central Park. And Ivy's the one who finds her and doctors her up, and that's how Harley is immune to a lot of toxins and stuff too.
Ivy gives her that.
She's able to give her some of certain things because Ivy, she historically a lot of it's convoluted. She can like kill with a kiss. It's why she's also seen as like a man eater. Right. You never really see her really with any sort of man. Yeah. Like she can kill with a kiss. And we saw that on the DC animated series that she was killing with kisses. And so that's how Harley does become immune to stuff, and she does get super strength and stuff. Like, because Harley's not your average human at that point.
I mean, always carrying around with that big old wooden hammer. It's like
So she's like that's the thing is she's actually not a normal human anymore. After she meets Ivy, she becomes enhanced. Before that, she just was a really good athlete because she was a gymnast. Yeah. So like that's the cool part. Anyway, I'm digressing. I could go on for like maybe I don't have my own thing of like
just like Sirens podcast,
or just like.
And since I've been.
Yeah, you could do a women DC like side series. That would be a good podcast.
History of it, because like I'll sit there and I'll do a bunch of reading on like Wikipedia and like do my research and stuff. But yeah, no, I just think it's cool that they're bringing Ivy in. She's gonna have a vine whip or something.
She's definitely one of my favorite Gotham villains. Obviously, I love Joker. Obviously, I love Harley.
She's not like really doing it to be mean.
Yeah, she's got like her own agenda.
She's like the ultimate tree hugger.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably why she hasn't gotten popular, is because mass media is like, we don't want to see like this crazed out hippie on our games and movies and stuff. But
she's kind of good. She's already. I've been reading a bunch of stuff. She's kind of confirmed for the Harley Quinn movie, but that's a whole other podcast.
Yeah, that is a whole other podcast. But a lot of DC women are. Mm-hmm. Margot Robbie is like she's heading it up. And she's just said like, when I was getting into the role for Harley, I read a lot of Harley comics, and I just see all these other great DC women characters. So I saw on a movie
DC does women better than Marvel.
It does. They do. Marvel's getting better.
They are.
They're working on it, but they're kind of behind on the game.
That's probably one of the reasons why DC, to me, I read a lot of DC more.
You do read a lot of DC.
Well, I think collectively they do women and people of color better.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Marvel's getting a lot better.
No, they're getting better, but historically, DC does it better.
Sure.
Yeah.
They've been doing it for longer.
Marvel just had Luke Cage, which we had the Luke Cage podcast, but.
That man is beautiful.
And they're working on more. We need to see a little more in the movie. But.
He is gorgeous.
But you're right. No, I agree. DC definitely does it. Historically, does it better.
Marvel is.
They've been more.
Okay, so I mean, like
comics
wise, they've been killing it. Now, like movie wise, I think maybe in like TV wise, Marvel has been doing women a little bit better. I don't know. I go back and forth depending on the day.
We'll see. We need more. Yeah, there's not too... I mean, there's good women on the TV series, but, I mean, you do have, like... You have a few really good characters, but they could do a little better.
Like Jessica Jones, like, that was really good.
Yeah. But the Marvel movies haven't done great.
Yeah,
but they're working on that, too.
Black Widow
You've been wanting a Black Widow movie for so long.
Scarlett Johansson says she'd be all in.
She's like, we're at it. Just do it. Or a series. I'd even watch it. Black Widow show would be awesome.
It would.
A mini-series even, just like 6 episodes. Do it, Marvel. Make it happen. That'd be amazing.
I bet some of these people really want to do some of that stuff, but they're also getting restricted by the people that back them up on money-wise.
Marvel and Disney, there's just so many people out there. But I don't know. I mean, they should look at it, though. Look at the success of Luke Cage and Jessica Jones, which, honestly, like, 10 years ago, those shows would not have worked. Not even based on like a woman and a black man, just because these side characters they didn't used to work. And then Marvel, they changed that with Guardians. I mean, they really changed that. And Ant-Man. And now Doctor Strange. They keep changing. Like, these side characters are actually getting their own stuff. And these B heroes are starting to become A-list heroes.
Well, I think that's also because they've been doing that. There's been a much more like rise we've seen in like people getting into comics and the superhero thing. Yeah. Because there at this point is a character that someone somewhere can relate to, and there's more to choose from.
Right, definitely.
Like, it's the same thing with, I guess, Disney princesses, which is a weird comparison, but, you know, back in the day, there was only so many that you could compare yourself to.
Right.
Like, me having to be freaking Mulan or something back when we were playing
Oh, yeah,
Disney
it really
princesses.
is Mulan and Jasmine, right?
Yeah, back in the day, because I was darker than most of my friends were.
Well, because before Aladdin, what was there?
Pocahontas.
Yeah, Pocahontas.
I had to be her a lot. Anyway, we're not delving into my childhood, but I think the same principle applies with comics.
Definitely.
Is there's more to relate to.
It's so important, though. I'm so glad it's happening because kids need. You know, I've talked a lot about it on the podcast, but kids need that superhero that they can look up to. And yeah, you know, a black kid doesn't mind looking up to Spider-Man or whatever, but if he sees Luke Cage, he's like me, you know, like now Luke Cage maybe isn't the best show for little kids, but
don't let your child watch that.
But once they get to, but even, you know, like kids that are like 13, 14 that can watch it,
I think that's fine.
Like it's still like it's a character
watch it
that
with
they
them.
Right, but it's a character that they can finally relate to. And it's like, oh, he has a very similar life to mine, you know, and kids need that. You know, it's just it's a good thing. I'm glad it's finally happening.
And it's good too because, you know, it shows representation is important. Like, for instance, with like Luke Cage, especially given the climate that like we live in right now, like them showing a black man who's bulletproof is very, very powerful.
And they were very tasteful about that too. They handled it, they addressed it, and they were very tasteful.
Exactly,
about it.
that's the thing.
I love the way
like,
they did it.
I like the conversation that it's forcing people into. And with Jessica Jones, it shows that like even though you're a female, you're not expected to be pretty and put together all the time, and like that your emotions are valid, and you can be angry and depressed and all that other stuff. It wraps it up really, really well.
They're very, very good shows. And I love Daredevil too. Don't get me wrong, but they don't
disabled
deal with this.
superhero.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. He is disabled.
It's representation right there.
And
saying that you're not limited.
Oh, they've done a lot of good stuff there. So I mean, the shows are awesome. The Marvel shows are they're definitely better than the DC shows. As much as I like Arrow and Flash, but Marvel is just killing it right now.
I think DC needs a different company to do those.
Probably.
I think it was good starting off because they did have the market on it.
Right.
Until Netflix
said,
let's try this started kicking out those things because Netflix, they have a bigger budget and they did it better. They got better A-list actors. I think if a different company took over those DC shows, keeping the same actors.
Yeah, this one.
But like, let's get rid of some of those writers because it's on the CW, and while like that's fine and good, the CW does have a habit for being cheesy. The CW has continued on like season 13 of Supernatural. Yeah. Just put that out there.
Well, another big problem is Marvel took this the new trend in online shows is Marvel's like only doing 13 episodes a season. So Marvel's doing half just about of the episodes that Arrow and Flash are doing. So Arrow and Flash has a lot of filler that you just don't care about.
Yeah.
And the actual plots,
in the effort where it counts.
Right, the actual plots in Flash and Arrow and even Legends of Tomorrow are really good. No, some of them are really good, especially Flash. You won't get into Flash, but I'm telling you, if you ever gave it a chance,
I might.
The plot does get really good, but it's like, especially that first season, that first half season kind of sucked. And Arrow's been like that this new season. Well, not the current season.
Arrow started out so strong, too.
Oh, yeah, it did. It's a
great
show.
It was really different. It was like Batman, but not Batman.
Right. But you got a new superhero. And Green Arrow's an awesome superhero. And you start to really like him. But I don't know. It's still good.
I mean, at least DC's trying. Like, they were trying with all the different shows because they had Arrow, they had Flash, they had Legends of Tomorrow, and they also had Supergirl. So they're trying. I think the problem is they're spreading their budget and their people, the really talented people, too thin, and I don't think they're bringing enough people on board.
Well, Supergirl is CBS, so it does have a little bit bigger of a budget than the others.
Yeah, which is why it's probably done a little bit better than some of the other ones.
It's done pretty well. I don't know exactly how well, but I know they're doing a season. Are they doing a season 2 currently? Yeah, I thought so. Troy's watched more Supergirl.
I was really worried about it because I was hearing that it was doing bad and season 2 wasn't going to come in, but yes, season 2 is coming in.
Speaking of Supergirl, to get back to Injustice, Supergirl's going to be in Injustice too.
I'm very excited.
I'm not a huge Superman or Supergirl fan, but you know what? It's going to still be.
Down my analogy, so
but it's still going to be really cool to see them in the game. And even though she's not an unplayable character, which I wish she was, but there's a skin for Supergirl where you essentially get to be Power Girl.
Which is cool.
So we at least get to see, it's going to be the same moves as Supergirl.
She's a lesser known, by like a lot.
Yeah, that's when you got to be a deep comic book fan and you got to know the multiverse.
Right.
Because she's Supergirl from Earth 2.
Right, is that what the story
Yeah.
is? Okay.
And then she gets pulled in along with Batman's daughter, who becomes Huntress in Earth
awesome.
1.
That's cool, yeah. Yeah, Huntress is
Oh, this
Batman
is
and
complicated.
Huntress is Batman and Selena Kyle's daughter, isn't
Yeah,
she? Yeah.
she was the Robin in Earth 2.
Yeah, a lot of different universes. Batman's got a lot of different kids with technically super villainesses.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
I mean, he has a kid with Talia al Ghul.
Yeah, Damien. That wasn't from Intercourse, though. They stole his DNA.
I know, but he still technically has...
Well,
if
Talia...
you're bringing in all Batman things, you have to kind of count the movies.
So far as I know...
Like The Dark Knight Rises.
They don't have Damien in the movies.
I know, I'm just saying they do have sex in it, though, so you can conclude.
So far as I know, the two women that Bruce has loved is Talia and Selena.
Yeah. So...
Boom.
Which I would love to see Damien in one of the... I like Damien as Robin. He's the only Robin I like. It's cool. He's just got that ruthless, Al Ghul ruthlessness, but then he's got...
Reined in.
It's reined in, and he really looks up to his dad. Like, he hates him sometimes, but he like...
Basically having a snappy attitude
but,
at times.
but he's still a kid, you know? But he's so, like, badass and powerful, and he's just kind of learning from his dad, but he's learning how to control it, and, like, there's some cool stuff with them that you get to see. But what else in Injustice 2? Reveal-wise. Well, we know the Red Lantern got hit on.
I like that. Especially with cool. His side thing being Death Star, the Red Lantern cat.
Yeah, that's interesting. And then we got Gorilla Grodd, which is pretty cool. I just know him from the show, from Flash, really, but still cool. And Flash is going to have an alternate skin, too, where you get to be Reverse Flash. So Reverse Flash is kind of going to be in it. You taking pictures right now? Taking selfies?
Yeah.
In the middle of a podcast?
Yeah.
Oh my god, they are going to think we're special little snowflakes.
I'm sorry I like what I look like, and I'm trying to communicate to people that we're doing a podcast right now.
Well, that's good. At least you're advertising.
Yeah, I know how to utilize social media.
Just giving you a hard time. I love you. I love you.
Thanks.
No, you're supposed to say I know. Come on this podcast, if someone says I love you, you say I know.
I just hope that that along with the original roster, the DLC characters from the first Injustice is going to be part of the original roster for this one.
We'll see. I really would like to see a Batgirl. Who else is downloaded? I can't remember all the... I don't think we're going to see a Mortal Kombat guy. Though we might see one special character.
I heard rumors that Sub-Zero might be coming in this one.
That would be cool, because they had Scorpion in the last one. I'd be cool with that. Just one character like that. I'm really hoping, because they had Zatanna as a DLC last time. I'd really like to see Constantine. But I want to see Zatanna too. I don't want to not see Zatanna. But I don't think we're going to get them both. So I don't know. We'll see.
I vote to keep her.
See, I love Constantine though.
Right, I have some love though. I have to support my women. Sorry.
Fair enough.
They should have.
We have to choose the gender line.
They should have both, though.
Awesome
no, I do like her. I don't know a ton about her, but I know more about her.
They should have both.
They're very related.
Her and him along with Dr. Fate too, because they don't have enough magic people.
Yeah, you're right.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about like people with magic. Are they keeping Raven?
She hasn't been confirmed.
She was in the original roster, so...
Man, you know what would be cool? A comic book series is like Constantine and Raven teaming up.
Well, in
really
the
cool.
bombshells that I'm reading right now, Zatanna and like Raven have this bond and stuff. So like that's why I'm asking about it. I'm learning about...
Guess who voices Raven in Teen Titans?
Who?
Back to Tara Strong. I'm going to marry her one day.
Do you think they'll ever bring in Starfire?
Oh, that'd be awesome. That would be awesome.
Because she is a DC.
Yeah.
Wow.
People forget about a lot.
Yeah.
Really cool.
She's technically an alien that's got some super cool powers.
That would be. There's a lot they just haven't confirmed yet. There's still a lot of people.
I'm hoping we get some surprises.
I definitely hope for surprises too. But I'm definitely very happy for Ivy. I just hope we have Catwoman still. I don't know. Like, people are saying, like, there's going to be 9 DLCs of, like, new people, but then there might be DLCs after that, even Angry Joe was saying, where it's, like, old people. They bring them back. Especially if there's a big backlash. Like, if they got rid of Catwoman, there might be a bit of a backlash there.
Yeah.
And take advantage of the having the sirens there. I mean, you could do a whole storyline DLC with that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. There's a lot you could do.
I mean, there's so much history there and so many things that you could do.
But
it'd be kind of dumb not to take it.
All I know is I'm excited enough for it where I'm buying the deluxe edition. I never do that with games. I just got a PS4, so I've never had reason to. But it's my first game I'm going to pre-order.
Usually it's just not usually good to buy.
Yeah, not worth
the
it.
Season pass editions of games because usually it sucks, but NetherRealm does good with their DLCs.
Yeah, and you're getting, like, when you do the deluxe edition and you do the Prime where you're getting the reduction, we did the math, you're getting each, like, DLC character for, like, $1 or something. Yeah, it's, like, crazy. So that's worth it. Paying, like, $1.50 per character, that's pretty worth it.
That's better than on mobile games, and mobile games suck.
Yeah, they're no fun. Which, by the way, Marvel, can we please release equivalent to Injustice? I mean, we're getting Marvel vs. Capcom 5. I'm very excited for it. Or 4. I can't remember which one they're on. I think 4.
But a Marvel standalone game.
Please.
Get together with NetherRealm.
Yes.
Do it.
Just do it. I mean, I would just... it'd be so good. It'd be so good. There's so much they could do. There's so many good characters, obviously, in Marvel. Still a Marvel fanboy at heart. But I don't know. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
No, I think we kind of covered that 2-month gap that we
had. Yeah, a little bit. Anyways, as best as we could. We're gonna try to get better about it, guys. Stay tuned. January, February is kind of slow, but we do have some stuff coming up. So we'll anything cool that happens, we'll cover it as best as we can. And then, of course, this year though is gonna be huge for movies. I mean. This year is like the year for movies, man. Superhero movies and Star Wars.
Definitely a Marvel year.
So you'll definitely be hearing more from us, and con season starting too.
Yep, con season starting up in May. We're going to go to the MomoCon.
And who knows, you guys might get to see some behind the scenes of making of cosplays, because we're doing a group cosplay this year. So
we're going to do... we didn't talk too much about it this time because I want Jared to be here, because me and him have played a lot of this game, but Final Fantasy 15, we're going to do a group cosplay. We're each going to be someone... I'm going to be Ignis. Troy's going to be Prompto.
Yeah.
Sam's going to be Noctis. And Jared, of course, is going to be Gladio. So we're pretty excited about that.
I'm going to be taking selfies everywhere.
Me and Jared have been playing the crap out of this game. Jared has already put in over 100 hours. I've put in a good 40, so...
I sadly have not had time to put too much time into it.
You've been playing Fallout 4 like crazy.
Yeah. I mean, my time's taken up with work and other games, and you keeping my copy of the game in your room.
I will always give it to you. You never asked for it. If you ask for it, I'd leave it.
You'll be asleep.
I'm sorry. I'll get better about it.
But yeah, so look out for all that stuff. We're going to get more organized, and we're going to do more, we promise.
We're going to try. We're going to give it our best. No, we will. It's time. We're ready. We're ready to start doing more podcasts. But yeah. Keep an eye out, and thanks for tuning in this week, guys, and we will be back next week. We can do one a week, right, guys? We can do it. We can do it. Believe in yourselves.
Bye.
Peace.